Scientists were wrong about dinosaurs. Here's the truth. The Earth once belonged to giants. Not the giants of myth, but living, breathing animals that ruled this planet for more than 160 million years. Creatures taller than buildings. Hunters faster than a sprinting horse. Herds so massive they reshaped entire landscapes. But the dinosaurs we imagine may be only a fraction of the truth. Because buried beneath ancient rock and dust lies a world far stranger than anyone once believed. A world where dinosaurs communicated, migrated across continents, cared for their young, and possibly even sang to each other. Some glowed with color. Some hunted in packs with precision that rivaled modern predators. And some may have been far more intelligent than we ever imagined. Today, scientists are uncovering a hidden side of the dinosaur age, a secret world that was far more complex, mysterious, and alive than the movies ever showed. A world where giants lived dramatic lives filled with survival, rivalry, and evolution on a planetary scale. There were no familiar oceans dividing continents. Instead, enormous deserts stretched for thousands of miles. Volcanoes dominated the horizon. And the climate swung wildly between brutal heat and violent storms. At first, dinosaurs were not the rulers of Earth. They lived in the shadows of other reptiles, powerful creatures that dominated land and water. But then something happened. A mass extinction event wiped out many of their competitors. Suddenly, the planet opened. Empty ecosystems, untouched territories, opportunities everywhere, and dinosaurs moved in. Within millions of years, they evolved into one of the most successful groups of animals the planet has ever seen. Some became towering herbivores weighing 70 tons. Others evolved into terrifying predators. But what scientists are discovering now is that dinosaurs were not just giant reptiles. They were highly specialized animals with complex behaviors. Some dinosaurs traveled in enormous herds. Fossilized footprints show thousands moving together across ancient floodplains. These migrations likely stretched for hundreds of miles, much like modern elephants or wildebeest. For giant plant eaters, movement meant survival. Food sources shifted with the seasons. Forests grew and disappeared. Entire landscapes changed as rivers moved across the land. To survive, these animals had to move constantly. And when herds moved, the Earth itself changed. Massive dinosaurs trampled vegetation, carved new paths, and reshaped the terrain. They were not just animals living in ecosystems. They were architects of ecosystems. But the real surprises began when paleontologists started studying something rarely preserved in fossils: behavior. In Mongolia's Gobi Desert, scientists uncovered an extraordinary discovery: a fossilized dinosaur sitting atop a nest of eggs. Not feeding, not hunting, protecting. The animal was an oviraptor, once believed to be a ruthless egg thief. For decades, its name meant egg robber. But this fossil told a different story. The dinosaur had died while brooding its nest, protecting its young. Suddenly, the narrative changed. Dinosaurs weren't just instinct-driven reptiles. They were parents. Across the world, paleontologists began discovering entire nesting grounds. Hundreds of nests. Thousands of eggs. Some species returned to the same nesting sites year after year, a behavior seen in modern birds. And that may not be a coincidence. Because birds are dinosaurs. Every pigeon on a city street. Every eagle soaring through the sky. Every sparrow outside your window. They are all the surviving descendants of the dinosaur dynasty. But if dinosaurs behaved more like birds than reptiles, that raises an extraordinary possibility. Many dinosaurs may have been far more social and intelligent than we once believed. Take the famous predator Velociraptor. In movies, it's often shown as a terrifying pack hunter. For years, scientists debated whether that behavior was real. Then fossils revealed something remarkable. Multiple predators preserved together near the remains of prey. Evidence that suggests some dinosaurs may have hunted cooperatively. Strategic, coordinated, patient. Predators like Tyrannosaurus rex were once thought to be slow, lumbering scavengers. But modern research paints a very different picture. Powerful muscles, binocular vision, one of the strongest bite forces ever recorded in a land animal. and a sense of smell so advanced it could detect carcasses from miles away. But the most surprising discovery about dinosaurs might not be their size or strength. It might be their appearance. For decades, dinosaurs were imagined as gray or green reptiles. But fossilized feathers have rewritten that image entirely. Many dinosaurs were covered in feathers. Some looked strikingly similar to giant birds. One spectacular fossil revealed pigment structures that allowed scientists to reconstruct the animal's color. The dinosaur, Anchiornis, had black and white wings with a bright reddish crest. Suddenly, dinosaurs were no longer dull reptiles. They were vibrant animals living in a colorful world. Imagine forests filled with flashing feathers, display rituals, mating dances, rival males competing for attention. In this hidden world, dinosaurs may have used color and sound to communicate. And sound might have been one of their greatest secrets. Some dinosaurs had enormous hollow crests rising from their skulls. Structures unlike anything seen in modern reptiles. One of the most famous examples is Parasaurolophus. Its long curved crest has puzzled scientists for decades. But computer simulations revealed something astonishing. Air moving through the crest would create deep resonating sounds, almost like a giant natural instrument. The result may have been haunting low-frequency calls capable of traveling miles across ancient forests. Imagine standing in a prehistoric valley and hearing a distant echoing call rolling across the landscape. A signal to the herd, a warning, or perhaps a mating call. For millions of years, these sounds may have filled the prehistoric world. But life in the dinosaur age was not peaceful. Predators and prey were locked in constant competition. One of the greatest rivalries was between giant herbivores and massive carnivores. Take the iconic Triceratops. With 3 horns and a shield-like frill, it looked almost like a living tank. Those horns weren't just for show. Fossil evidence shows healed bite marks from attacks, possibly from Tyrannosaurus rex. This suggests violent clashes between 2 of the most powerful animals that ever lived. But the frill may have served another purpose. Display, color patterns, signals used in social behavior. Dinosaurs weren't just fighting for survival. They were competing for status, mates, and territory. And as ecosystems grew more complex, dinosaurs evolved into increasingly specialized forms. Some developed armor plating across their backs. Others grew long necks to reach vegetation high in the trees. The largest of all were the colossal Argentinosaurus animals, so enormous they may have weighed as much as a Boeing 737. Their footsteps shook the ground. Their bodies stretched longer than a basketball court. Yet even giants faced danger. Because the prehistoric world was constantly changing. Continents drifted. Oceans formed. Volcanoes erupted. And evolution never stopped. If discovering dinosaurs feels like unlocking Earth's hidden history, subscribe, because the next fossil we uncover might reveal a creature no human has ever seen before.